Hello traders, welcome to the channel. It's Mike FX here. So if there is a powerful skill that you can learn as a trader is having a skill of top-down analysis, know how to map out a market structure from higher time frame so that you can find a clear entries after you zoom out your structure on a 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, which is our lower time frame. So on today's video, I'm going to unveil out how to do market structure on top-down analysis from a higher time frame and zooming out into a lower time frame to find clear confirmation and entries, which is has a clear entries with risk reward, which is a very risk to reward. So we are going to jump on EURUSD to do a market structure. So from a monthly time frame, we can see clearly for those who have been following on this channel, we can see clearly that on a monthly time frame, we are a giga bearish, and now we have this recent break of structure that is lying down inside here. After price taking out these external liquidities, we can see clearly that the price retraced inside to take out internal liquidities, and now on a current trading range, we can see clearly that the price is reacting from this supply area, which is a monthly order block. Remember, monthly order block or even a daily order blocks are very powerful, and we expect that such order blocks are going to hold the price. So from a monthly time frame, we are going to mark this order block, and now we have an information that the price right now is reacting from this monthly area of interest. So that's what we can see from a monthly time frame, and now we can see clearly that we have this recent break of structure when price was retracing back into our area of interest. So after this area, this break of structure, you can see clearly price came in aggressively. Price came in aggressively, reacting from that area of interest that we marked from a monthly time frame. So this is a recent break of structure, and now after price reacting from this area, we are going to see price coming into a downtrend. So we are going to shift it out into a weekly time frame so that we can see clearly how this structure is forming out. So on a weekly time frame, after price coming in, we can see clearly that we have this before price reacting from that area, we had this recent break of structure upside, signifying that on this recent moment we had this an uptrend, and now we had this recent sweep of this high. Price coming in, sweeping that high, and now price reacted traded into this area of interest from a monthly time frame, and now what we expect is now we see a price shifting from an uptrend into a downtrend. So if you can monitor clearly on this price chart, we can see clearly that this row has been taken out, and this is going to be our change of character, meaning that now we are shifted from this uptrend into this downtrend. So after this change of character, we can see clearly that we have this order block that was left out, and now we are going to mark it out. So price came in, taking out these external liquidities, retracing inside, filling this order block and this fair value gap, and now we have reacted from this order block of a weekly time frame. So after that, we can see clearly we have this recent break of structure downside, meaning that we are still on a bearish momentum. So whenever we see a break of structure, we expect the price at least to return inside, at least 50%, at least to take out internal liquidities. So on EURUSD from a weekly time frame, what we're expecting right now after this break of structure has happened, expect the price at least to retrace inside to take this order block, these internal liquidities, internal highs. So on a weekly time frame, we can't see a clear structure on how this move is going to come out. So that's why we are going to zoom out into a daily time frame so that we can see clearly how this move is happening out. Remember, we are now trading on this current trading range, from this high. We have this high that is left on that side, and now we have this recent row that has been formed by price on this high, on this row. So right now we expect after this break of structure has happened, we expect price at least to come in to taking out internal liquidities. So we are going to zoom out into a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, we can see clearly that we have this recent break of structure that has happened, which is a recent one, meaning that now we are in a break of structure, meaning now we are in a retracement coming in into taking out this internal liquidities. So on our daily time frame, that's what we can see. Let's jump into a 4-hour time frame so that we can have a clear structure. On a 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that after price taking out, giving us this break of structure, a clear one, you can see clearly now price is tending to do a retracement, coming in to take out these internal liquidities, internal highs, and the internal order blocks. So we can see clearly we have this recent break change of character, price shifting from a downtrend into an uptrend. So we are prepared to trade on this retracement, and now price giving this change of character is signifying us that now we can be ready to be bullish. And now we can see clearly that now we have this order block. We have this clear order block that was lying on a demand area, and the price came in aggressively reacting from this order block, giving is another break of structure on this area. This is a decent break of structure. So meaning now we are on an uptrend, which is coming in on this taking out internal liquidities after an higher time frame, giving us this break of structure. So after this break of structure, you can see clearly that most of traders expected the price to come out and react from this demand area. So instead, price didn't come here, and now price violated this row, coming out, taking out this row, meaning that we shifted or rather we cleared out all liquidities that were lying below this high. This is a sweep of liquidity that is very clear on this area. So after these liquidities has been swept out, you can see clearly how price has come in aggressively, taking out this high, giving us another break of structure. So right now on Euro USD, we are expecting price at least to come inside to fill out it is liquidity void that has been left on this area. So on Euro USD, after this external liquidities has been taken out, giving us another recent break of structure, we're expecting out price to trade inside at least into a demand area, which is a valid one. So we are going to mark this demand area on Euro USD from a 4-hour time frame. This is what we are going to see. So I'm expecting at least price after taking this break of structure, where I'm expecting at least price to trade inside, take out these liquidities. After price will trade on this area, we are going to trade or rather find another entries for buys. So that's what I'm expecting from Euro USD. So let's watch out how this treatment is coming out into this demand area. So you can see clearly that it is a clear structure, a top-down analysis. So I'm going to see a retracement coming out, and now we are going to expect a price at least to come here so that we can find buys from this area. We are going to find buys from this area and the target that high. So whenever you see a break of structure, make sure that you know at the back of your mind that now we have a trade continuation, and whenever you see a change of character from a key zone, on the back of your mind, be sure that we are going to see a market structure, meaning that the market is trying to shift from maybe an uptrend into a downtrend, or maybe from a downtrend into an uptrend. So that's why on Euro USD we can see clearly that we have this break of structure, and now price is going to trade inside, and now this break of structure is signifies at that we are on a current bullish momentum. So watch out how this retracement is coming out, and we are going to find confirmations from this area to find buys from this area. So for now, Euro USD, we are going to expect the price at least to come inside to take out internal liquidities. So that's all we can see from Euro USD. So let's jump out into maybe gold. We can see how gold has been playing on this week. So on XAUUSD, we are going to start from a monthly time frame. Let us delete these drawings so that we can have a clear structure. So on Euro, on XAUUSD, we are going to start from a monthly time frame, and from a monthly time frame, we can see clearly, and now we are coming out into this retracement. So on gold, we can see clearly on a couple of months we are on a bearish momentum. Price is trying to come inside at least this order block. On a monthly time frame. We have this valid order block that is here. And now price is trying to trade inside at least to fill all order blocks that is lying on this range. So we have this valid break of structure. That's why we expect the price at least to trade into or maybe on this monthly fair value gap. So from a monthly time frame, that's what we can see, that on a monthly bias we are in a bearish momentum from XAUUSD. So we are going to drop down into a lower time frame so that we can see how this retracement is going to come in to this demand area, which is an order block from a monthly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, if we can see clearly that that order block that we marked from a monthly time frame is this order block, and now after price was trading on an uptrend, we can see clearly that we have this decent break of structure from a weekly time frame, from a monthly time frame, I mean. So this is a recent break of structure after price trading into this area. So after that, we can see clearly that we had this order block that was left here, price coming in, mitigating it. And now price, after mitigating it, we can see clearly price giving us this continuation of buys. So on a weekly time frame, we can see clearly, if we can concentrate on what is happening on the recent moves on a price action, we can see clearly that now we have traded down, taking this row, meaning that we have a recent break of structure from a weekly time frame. And I've said that whenever you see a break of structure, on the back of our mind, we can see clearly that we have a clear continuation of a trend, whether we are trading on a downtrend, or whether we are trading on an uptrend. So whenever we see a break of structure, it signifies trend continuation. So from a weekly time frame, this is a trend continuation on a bearish momentum. Remember, from a monthly time frame, we saw that for a couple of months we have been very bearish from XAUUSD. So we are going to try to follow the fingerprints of smart money markets so that we can find clear entries on a lower time frame. So from a weekly time frame, we have this recent break of structure, and now we expect price at least come inside to fill out the internal liquidities before again we can find another move into this area that we marked from a monthly time frame. So that's all we can see from a weekly time frame. We are going to shift into a lower time frame, which is a daily time frame, and now we are going to concentrate on this retracement that is coming out. Remember, now we have shifted from a monthly time frame into a weekly time frame, and now we are now in a daily time frame. That's where we are going to see a clear structure on how this retracement is coming out on a couple of months that we saw from a monthly time frame. So we can see clearly from a weekly time frame, we marked this break of structure that it was a recent one before this retracement coming out. It's coming out mitigating this order block from a weekly time frame. We saw that order block that it was left here with the price, and then now after price doing so, we can see clearly price came in giving it this giving out this change of character. So we said that whenever we see a change of character, it shows us that now we are ready to shift from a certain trend. Maybe we are trading into on a downtrend, and now whenever we see a change of character, we are going to shift from the third downtrend into an uptrend. So you can see clearly that's why we mark this recent break of structure price coming in, mitigating this order block, and now after this change of character came in, that's why we are going to see this retracement coming in. So on a daily time frame, we are going to concentrate on this, and now we are going to see this recent break of structure that we marked from a weekly time frame. And if we can see keenly that on a daily time frame, we have this recent break of structure. If we can zoom out, this is a recent break of structure from a daily time frame. Remember, daily time frame is one of the big time frame, and now is one of the powerful time frame that we are going to use as a top down analyzing. So this is a break of structure from a daily time frame, which is a recent break of structure. And now we have this decent trend trading range from this high and this low. So price right now is under this current trading range. So on a daily time frame, what we expect is that now we are going to see after this recent liquidities was taken out by price, we are going to expect at least the price to trade inside to take out internal liquidities and maybe trade into this optimum area, which is our supply area. Remember, on any trading range, whenever price traded into a supply area, we are going to see or rather find sales from a supply area. And whenever price is on a demand area, we are going to see or get a confirmation of finding buys from a demand area. So right now, if we can find out or use this fib level, we can measure out so that we can see where is our demand area and now where is our supply area. So on this current trading range from a daily time frame, we can see clearly that we have this order block that was lying here, which is straight away from 50%. Remember, 50% is an equilibrium area of price. Whenever we see above 50% is a premium area when we are on a downtrend, and below 50, this 50% is a demand area. So whenever price is on a supply area, we are going to see or rather find sales. Whenever price is on a demand area, we are going to find buys. So right now on this current trading range, we are on a demand area. So on a demand area, we are going to find buys at least price to trade into this supply area. So we can see clearly on this, we are going to see price is coming in on a retracement coming in into this supply area. So that's what we are going to expect from XAUUSD on a daily time frame. So we are going to drop again on a 4-hour time frame so that we can see clearly after this break of structure has happened from a daily time frame, how this retracement is going to come in at least on a supply area. So we are going to shift into a 4-hour time frame so that we can see how this retracement is going to come in. So on a 4-hour time frame, we can have a clear structure. We are going to have a clear structure. We can see clearly price coming in aggressively, giving this a row coming in, retracing, coming, taking out this row, giving another break of structure before taking out these external liquidities from a daily time frame. So after this external liquidity, remember, whenever we see external liquidities are taken out, we are going to expect to see internal liquidities to be taken out also. So on a 4-hour time frame, after this break of structure has happened, so we are expecting to see internal liquidities price coming in, taking all fair value gap that is lying on a current trading range. So you can see clearly after this break of structure has taken out, you can see we have this change of character, meaning that this downtrend that was coming in is over, and now we are shifting from this downtrend into this retracement that is coming into this area of interest that we mark from a daily time frame. So this is a clear change of character. This is a change of character from 4-hour time frame, meaning now we have shifted from this downtrend that was coming in to take this row, and now we are going into this retracement that is coming in. So we can see clearly that we have this order block that was lying here. Now price has reacted from this area, giving us another change of character, meaning that this retracement that was coming in into this demand area is over. Remember, this is a recent break of structure, that is here, meaning that we had this downtrend that was coming into our key area that we have marked from our 4-hour time frame. So after price come trading into this area, we can see clearly that now we have this change of character from a 4-hour time frame, meaning that now that this short-term buys, short-term sales are over, and now we are looking to see the price giving us a confirmation from this area to find the buys. So on our XAUUSD from a 4-hour time frame, we are going to find buys from this area after it's giving us this change of character. We can see clearly that the recent varied order block that we had on this area is this order block, and now price has come in sweeping out all liquidities that were below this order block, and now we can see clearly now we have shifted, or rather we have cleared all liquidities that were on this area. So on XAUUSD, what I'm expecting right now is that if you can see clearly that this retracement was coming in, now we have this break of structure. We have this clear break of structure that was coming down. So this one is going to signify us that this retracement that is coming on this demand area is not yet over. So after price giving us this break of structure, we expected the price to come at least into this area, to this at least the supply area. So price came in aggressively, reacting from this area, and now price, you can see clearly, again came in, sweeping all liquidities that was lying above this area. After sweeping all these liquidities, we can see clearly that we are on a bearish momentum. So what I'm expecting is that right now we have this break of structure, and now I'm expecting price to take this row, give us another break of structure downside. This is a clear row that is lying here, and now I'm expecting at least price to take out. So we are going to find sales from this area. We can see clearly that now we are going to be very bearish trading into this row. Before we can trade into this area, remember we have this change of character from this area, and now we are going to see price coming into this order block or an order flow from a 4-hour time frame. After taking this row, remember now we have this change of structure, a recent one, after price taking out this order block, and now price has taken out these liquidities, sweeping all of these liquidities, that are lying above this high, and now I'm expecting at least the price to trade into this row, take this row to trade into this order flow from a 4-hour time frame, and now I'm going to see buys from this area. I'm going to see find confirmation after this row has been taken out, I'm going to find a wrong trade from this area. Targeting. Remember now we are price is targeting this high. So we are going to see a confirmation from this area, and our stop loss are going to be down this order block. And now we are going to target next row. So before that, we are going to concentrate on this move that is coming in. So we are going to drop down into a lower time frame, which is a little bit lower time frame from a 4-hour time frame. And now we are going to monitor out, zoom out, see how this retracement after this high from a 4-hour time frame has been swept out. So let's watch out to see if we can find out confirmation from this area, so that we can find sales from this area. Maybe our stop loss is going to be above here. Now we are going to target this row. So right now I'm not expecting price to trade this high, because price has swept out all liquidities that was lying on this area. So what I'm expecting price to do is to target out these liquidities, the next liquidity after sweeping out this liquidity. So watch out on this XAUUSD from 1-hour time frame, and see if we can find confirmation, find sales from this area, target this row. To target this row and this row, maybe trading into this demand area after finding buys into that demand that we marked from an area of interest. Remember now we are going to come into this internal liquidities from a daily time frame. So you can see clearly it is a very simple market structure top-down analysis, and that is how we are going to do it, how we are going to find a clarity from zooming out from a monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame into a 1-hour time frame to find a clear entries. Make sure you have subscribed into this channel, you have liked to this video, and maybe commented into this video. Let's grow, let's trade together, let's grow into the moon. So thank you so much for listening. Let us trade responsibly.